Hey, you. Come here real quick. You like Corvettes? Yeah, get out of here. Of course you do. Okay, well then today is a very exciting day because the Chevrolet just unveiled. I didn't even know this was coming out. I just found out that this was dropping today. The ZR1X. Craziness. Okay, I'm super excited. I've just been watching some ZR1 videos lately, and like I said, I didn't even know this was happening. So GM just unveiled this. The brand new ZR1X has an electric hybrid system. I queued up a couple videos. We're going to take a look at Chevrolet's videos, and then I also pulled up the website. We're going to go through the specs, and we're going to take a, there's like a little model of their car we can take a look at. So we're going to go through all the numbers. We're going to take a look at it. We're going to talk about the drivetrain and what I think. So yeah, if you like Corvettes, come on, come hang out. Let's talk about Corvettes, okay? So it is about 11 p.m. because if you're a dad, and if you like Corvettes, you're probably also a dad, you can't just watch all the videos during the day, okay? So you got to make sure you wait until the end of the day when kids are asleep, and maybe you're watching this on your lunch break. Okay, so without further ado, we're just going to get right into it. We're going to go ahead and watch the Meet the ZR1. Oh, shut up. I'll get the video started. Here we go.
You really have to feel the acceleration and the cornering in this car. The throwback feeling in the seat.
Love the green right off the bat. I am so excited that they did not do this with a yellow. I've talked about this before. I can't stand how they do a yellow Corvette and everything. I was looking at some of the production numbers on the C6s. Like half of the cars were yellow. Not half. A huge percentage of the cars were yellow. In the 5s and the C6s. Why? Who really wants the yellow? This is nice though. This green, this is good. This is different. I don't think there was many I'm trying to think. I don't even really remember many green C7s. I think I've maybe only seen just a handful.
Full throttle is just unbelievable. It truly is the pinnacle of Corvette. What we're introducing is the ZR1X, the most powerful car.
That thing looks nice. Okay, that's a handsome car.
We've ever produced. The quickest Corvette ever at 1,250 horsepower.
1,250 horsepower. That is crazy. Man, that's nice.
Taking front axle electrification, pairing that with the LT7 engine, truly has turned this into...
Speaking of that, okay, so they have the electric motors in the front, and they have the gas engine powering the rear. I think I'm okay with this. Okay, as much as I hate to admit it, it seems like electric motors have gotten to the point where the future is now. Here we are. But I think, and if you're a purist like me, right, and if you're watching a Corvette video, there's a good chance that you're a purist. If you're a Corvette fan, the idea, or just a car guy in general, the concept of like going to electric cars is awful. It's just terrifying. It's just the worst sounding thing. I don't want to do it. I don't care if they're more reliable. I don't care if they're faster. I don't care if they're better. Just doing this, putting your foot down on the accelerator in a supercharged C7 Corvette versus a Tesla. The Tesla may be quicker, very comparable at least, but it's about the smiles, right? It's about the happy factor. You can't replicate it with an electric car. It's just, you can't. But this, I think, this does everything, right? Because we have fully gasoline-powered rear wheels, which is great. And, just being a two-wheel drive car, every other Corvette ever, just being two-wheel drive, you're limited on launch, right? So the Teslas can take you. But, big but, now that we have that electric power in the front, this is going to be a launch monster, okay? I think comparable to the Lamborghini Revuelto, which is a fantastically beautiful car. And I thought that car was really cool when it came out. I really liked the concept of electric motors up front and still maintaining the V12 in the rear. And it's just beautiful and just super high performance. You know, this may be killing that. And I pulled up the numbers, so we're going to compare them side by side. I haven't really looked deep yet, but we're going to compare the Lamborghini Revuelto to the ZR1X.
Our first hypercar.
The way this car propels, the way it launches, the 0 to 60, unbelievable. Under 2 seconds, under 9 seconds in the quarter mile.
2 seconds. That's fast.
These are numbers that you can't even imagine from a production car.
But it takes the architectural elements from both the E-Ray and the ZR1 and combines those into one car.
The goal of the all-wheel drive technology in the ZR1X is to really push the envelope of the Corvette. And
Okay, so a second ago they said they had a 9-second quarter mile. I just pulled it up over here. The Tesla Model S Plaid, which is the quickest of all of the Teslas, has a 9.23 second quarter mile at 155 miles per hour. So just a comparison. It took a lot of fat men in Kentucky to figure it out, but we have managed to beat the Tesla Model S Plaid.
what we're capable of.
The ZR1X just adds that confidence of the front axle and all-wheel drive torque capability.
ZR1X makes you feel like you're getting into the cockpit of a fighter jet. There's
looks so
much information available in front of you. Configure the system and set it up to give you the most critical information that you're interested in seeing for whatever type of driving you're doing.
The ZR1X takes both the
This does give me hope for the future for car guys. I'm going to be honest, there was a little time there really before the C8 came out. So that came out in 2020. I knew, we knew the C7 was coming up on the end of its run, and to be honest, like the future was looking bleak to me anyways for performance cars. There wasn't really anything that like was really jumping out to me. I don't know. It didn't look good for car guys. And I think there's a possibility that at some point in the future, obviously not this one, okay, you'll probably never be able to buy this one. But at some point in the future, we may be able to get some toned down version of this technology that makes cars great again.
amazing performance, acceleration, track capability, fun to drive aspect, but then adds the element of being able to take that car and transform it into an everyday driver.
For a car of this caliber to be able to do each of these things so well is really an amazing testament to the technology that's involved in the car.
The ZR1X is the brand new hypercar to the Chevy brand. We're now elevated into a whole new category with a car that is truly going to shock the world.
That thing's crazy. And there was some discussion previously in my last video. We talked about, the ZR1, they're just the regular ZR1 C8. It was that hypercar is a supercar. What is it? What does that even mean? Where's the line on hypercar and supercar? But I think we have the winner. Okay, so we're going to go to the next video that Chevrolet has for the ZR1. So let's get into it.
When we developed the Corvette ZR1X, all of the teams came together for the ultimate mission, creating the best hypercar in the world. The performance of the ZR1X is incredible. You've got the electrified front axle coupled with the LT7 on the rear axle, giving you 1,250 horsepower. You're talking 0 to 60 in under 2 seconds with immense top speed.
The first time running a sub 9 second pass in the quarter mile was surprisingly effortless. The car takes off, the power is relentless. It really begs you to push it and get the most out of it.
I would love to know, Chevy. Maybe we can set something up. Maybe we can set up a thing. I'll do it for free. I'll take a ride in one.
The technology in the ZR1X is extremely advanced, from the twin turbocharged the LT7 engine, the electric hybrid system, adaptive suspension, the electronic limited slip differential. It all works together in harmony and really creates this cohesive driving experience. The performance traction management system takes it to a new level. PTM Pro was developed specifically for the ZR1X to really give flexibility and control to the driver so they can be responsible for extracting the full potential out of the car.
The new brake system on this car is incredible. The 10-piston fronts, the 6-piston rears, 420mm front and rear discs with brand new rotor technology truly elevate the Corvette braking to a whole new level.
This car is amazing with respect to ride and handling. There is no compromise there. The chassis tuning and balance of this car is impeccable.
It's incredible that a car can achieve what this car can. You've got so much horsepower, yet it's so stable. The vehicle dynamics, the all-wheel drive response.
It's incredible that they, it's just incredible that they were able to fit, do so much, put so much tech into this. Like I said, it makes me feel good about the future for car guys, car people, car everybody, car enthusiasts, because like I said, there was a time I didn't think they were going to keep going, and to see GM, to see like a US based company pouring so much, like they must have put who knows how much money into the research and development to get everything squared away on this, and create the braking systems and the suspension and all that, and the turbochargers and everything, and all that has trickle down effects. Okay, later on down the road, we're going to be getting that technology and in everything. Just look at the LS, right? So they created the LS platform, and then they just started throwing it in everything. And we got blessed with that, and then people were able to LS swap the world, myself included. Maybe sometime I'll make a video about my old 2000 Mustang that I put a 5.3 junkyard LS in. But that was years ago. That was a junker, but it was fun. All right, let's get back to it. I'll shut up.
It's truly a hypercar that elevates the Corvette portfolio to something we've never seen before.
And the thing is, it's also like the daily drivability too, right? Because I was looking at some other videos the other day about a Pagani Zonda, which is a beautiful, beautiful car. But the thing is, that car is not something that you can, you can't just keep it in the garage and like fire it up and just take it out on a spin or take it to the gas station. It's like, it's like full on race car. This has like the race car essence and the hypercarness with vented seats and the AC and all the creature comforts. A smooth, quiet ride, I think, minus the engine. It's incredible. Man, that's cool. Okay, I think I just have the one. Yep. This is the last one. This is the last one of their videos. It seems to be a lot of the same, so, we're just getting
better 0 to 60 times.
Get in there and
you're going to get better quarter-mile times.
We're going to see if it's anything different or just kind of more of the same.
You're already starting with a 1,064 horsepower from the LT7, but now you're adding in another 186 horsepower on the front drive unit. That gives you 1,250 horsepower, which is just mind-boggling to think about.
It is. I think it seems to be just kind of more of the same thing. Let's skip ahead.
The ZR1X has 3 electric energy strategies. The first is endurance mode. This was developed for the track day customer that wants lap after lap consistency. The second one is qualify.
Speaking of the track, like I said, I don't have one of these. I would love to have one. I have taken cars out on a track and beat them, and in my experience, they never come home the same. Even even after just a couple days of hammering, I haven't taken out anything that's like extremely high performance, but from my experience, the cars just never come back quite the same. They may survive, but they drive a little more broken. If you've done a track day, maybe you know what I'm talking about. So I would be really curious to see how one of these things does on the track, and not just necessarily how it does on the track, but how it does after. Like, can you put it back into the garage after a track day and look at it the same again? Like, is it is it one of those things where it's like, well, you're dirty now. You've been you're an unclean, or I don't know. Can it survive? Can it survive me?
Fine. You're here to set track records. Use this for a time trial. The third is push to pass. You get to deploy all of the energy of the front axle to pass the competition on track. So
That's
much
pretty cool.
technology got poured into this car, elevating it to be the most advanced Corvette to date. People are going to love this car for generations to come.
It seems to be like there's like a high power temporary boost mode for the motor to squeeze out a little bit of extra power for a pass. That's really cool. Okay, so those were the videos that Corvette has put out. So now we're going to take a look at, remember I said we're going to look at the Revuelto numbers, and then we're just going to compare that real quickly to the Corvette's numbers. So Lambo Revuelto looks like the 0 to 60 is anywhere from 2.2 to 2.5 based on a variety of sources, okay? And this is the Revuelto right here. Crazy, crazy cool car. Same kind of thing, 1,000-ish horsepower, and you have electric motors powering the front wheels, except that one's a V12, naturally aspirated. Crazy cool car. And then, so, and the ZR1X is faster than that, which is wild. So we got one. America, score one for Team America. We did it. We were able to beat the Revuelto. Just wild. Okay, 1,250 combined horsepower. I wish they would have had the front runner here. The main one for their advertisement. I wish they would have had the more aggressive arrow, like the one on the green. Like I talked about this before. I feel like a broken record sometimes, but to me, this is good. This looks great. It looks fantastic. Kind of giving me like McLaren vibes, but it's just, this is just, it's just totally different. Where is the, it's just a completely different look.
It's both the amazing,
when you get the full arrow on there. In my opinion, it looks much better. In my opinion, this screams ZR1. And this just screams, I don't know, something fast. Okay, quarter mile under 9 seconds. We kind of touched on that a little bit earlier. Going through, okay, yep, kind of generic marketing stuff. Okay, engine at 1064 horsepower, only 828 foot-pounds of torque. I thought it was going to be a little bit more than that, but I guess it's, with the flat plane crank, it's a little bit more high revving. On engine, charge air coolers. Very weird that they, like the turbo setups are like super close to the motor. I guess it's all set up for, to have low turbo lag and all that. Unique cylinder head casting optimizes intake and exhaust system. Flat plane crankshaft for quick high revving. Okay, let's take a look at the transmission. It is a, oh man, that's cool. Okay. 8-speed dual clutch. I hate to admit this, but I've never driven a dual clutch. I would like to. I would love to. And that's kind of another one of those things that it seems like that's the way of the future for really high performance cars. I don't know how much more we're going to see, clutch pedal and banging gears. I think that may be going to the wayside for car enthusiasts, which is okay. Here we are. We have to adapt to the future. Let's see. Allows the ZR1X. Yep. Okay. Quick gear shifting. Let's take a look at the battery. Okay, right in the center in the drive tunnel. All right, we're going to pull up some info on the electric drive unit. Let's see, produces 186 horsepower, adds 145 foot-pounds of torque to the front wheels, enhancing the acceleration off the line through corners and passing maneuvers. System also offers a limited EV-only driving modes at speeds up to 45 miles per hour for 3 to 4 miles, allowing you whisper quiet operation to discreetly move your car or exit your neighborhood. That's actually pretty cool because that was definitely an issue with my Z06, was that when you start it up in the garage, well, first off, it shakes the entire house. It's very aggressive. It starts very aggressively. It is like a mother bear, and she has just been awoken to you attacking her cubs. That's what it's like when you start a Z06. So being able to at least exit the neighborhood quietly and then turn it on, that would be pretty nice. When you're driving this thing to work, leaving the house at like 5:30 in the morning or something, don't want to wake up all the neighbors. Okay, these are the videos we already checked out earlier. Carbon fiber wheels is crazy. 16.5-inch front and rear rotors paired with 10-piston front, 6-piston rear. That is incredible. Okay, stealth mode, that's what we talked about with the power. We're going to see, okay, we got this little thing here. Can we add anything to this? Exterior color. We always are going to go white because Arctic white with black wheels, hard top. We can't do no convertibles around here. Oh, but the black top actually looks pretty cool. Can we get the arrow? This right here, this is the dream car setup. I don't know why. Call me crazy. But almond interior with the white exterior, to me, that's the dream car setup. I don't know why. It just hits me different. I think the all almond interior, it gives me vibes of like an older Porsche, like an old 911, just kind of has that all tan, like carpet interior. It's like very, I don't know, it's like very performance luxury vibes to me. Okay, now this looks like we're going to be able to turn there. Okay, what do we got for seat types? Competition GT2s. For me, I'm taking whatever seats have the ventilation in there. Okay, call me a little bougie. The heated and the ventilated seats, it's a must. It's a must-have. Absolutely need those. Aero. Okay, yeah, we already know. You already know which aero we're going with. We're going with the big wing, split windows. That's fine. Wheel choice. Let's see. Not a fan, to be honest. With the white car, I prefer a black wheel or a chrome. I can't really get into the color much. Brake caliper has got to be red. Okay, we want a bright red brake caliper. Oh, this is looking good. This is looking good. Gentlemen, let's go. Come on. No, come back. There it is. Gentlemen, here we go. That is it right there. Okay? That's the dream car. Perfectly set up to my specifications. Chevrolet. I'll take 2, please. Thank you. Somebody asked me before in the last video, would I buy a ZR1? And it's kind of a tough question to ask. Would I like to have a ZR1? Obviously, yes. But I have kids. So the thing is, here's why that matters. You probably already know if I'm telling you this, right? Because you probably have kids. So you probably already know. This is like an absurd amount of money, right? This is like this will probably be like more than $200,000. So that's like an absurd amount of money. And if I was going to spend $200,000, there's so many things that I could spend it like on my kids, right? Like colleges, I don't even know, golf camps, just like so many different things I could invest into them for that money. To spend $200,000 on a car, I would have to be making like an absurd amount of money to where that amount of money doesn't matter. So would I like to buy a ZR1? Yes, obviously. Will I ever? It's not looking good. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Aerodynamics. Okay, I'm not a big fan of the louvers on the back. I think I prefer just having a straight window, just being able to see right at the back. I know you probably won't be able to see much. It'll just be wing, but I think I prefer a window. Let's see. Carbon fiber aero package. You got to have that. You got to have that. Ooh. Okay. I do like... I like these interiors a lot. I think they really nailed it. Yeah, I think that's really all I can say. I think GM really nailed it on the interior. With the C8s, I feel like it's like a jet, It's kind of like a jet cockpit. You got the sides there. There's so many little switches and everything, and your control panels. You got to have a good, fancy, new-looking screen. I mean, it is what it is. You got to have something. But people also like buttons, right? So you can't have too much screen. Like a Mercedes, it's just all screen, and then it just looks like garbage. Yeah. So I think like I said, I think they really killed it. Fantastic looking car. Okay. There's some Pro Traction management. So there's a few different modes with the Pro Traction management. We're going to go through those really quick. PTM Pro mode. Okay, unlocks the full potential of Performance Traction Management Pro to deliver purest driving experience, combined with electric all-wheel drive vehicle dynamics. Yep, following unleashed precision handling. Okay. Regenerative brake torque vectoring, engineered to recover peak energy without sacrificing agility, while trail braking into a racetrack corner with maximum regenerative recovery. The advanced controls bias rear inside brake pressure to maintain optimal chassis balance. Okay, that's like crazy tech. I'm so impressed. This is insane. Front axle pre-control actively manages the inside front brake pressure to control on-throttle wheel flares, ensuring consistent grip and composed handling at the limit. That's incredible. Okay, let's see here. 1LZ and 3LZ models. Let's see, heated steering wheel, carbon fiber seats. Yep. Bose performance. I mean, you got to have that, right? Heated and ventilated Napa leather GT2. Okay, here's the thing. First off, GM, if someone's buying this thing, you need to throw in the heated and ventilated seats, okay? You just need to throw that in as a standard option. This is my only beef right here. If you spend $250,000 on this car and it doesn't come with the optional heated and ventilated seats, come on, that's rude. That's rude. I know this is like, there's so many, this car is like an incredible engineering feat of mastery. And here I am complaining about the heated and ventilated seats. Okay, well, you know what? I like what I like, and it is what it is. Anyways, thanks for stopping by. Let me know what you think down in the comments. I'll see you in the next one.